Welcome back everyone to the vlog, and I thought that today we're gonna do the vlog a little bit different because I didn't go out today, and so yeah, we're doing today's vlog a little bit different. I really hope that's okay. And today I'm gonna tell you 10 facts about myself. Alright, so let's go. Number 1, I was chill as fuck as a kid. At least that's what my parents always told me. Like, you see a lot of kids that are just spoiled and they just go on your nerves all the time, but I was like the exact counter example of that. Like, I was really chill as a kid. I never really cried. I was never really pissy. My parents never really had to get angry with me either, because every time I did something bad, my parents just had to look at me like that. And then I was quiet. My parents never had to scream at me or even slap my butt or anything. Like, I was a chill kid. I started YouTube in August 2010. That's when I made my first channel and uploaded my first video. Here's a very short part of it.
Willkommen zu meinem neuen Let's Play.
So yeah, I started off very early, but I just love the idea of like doing something and sharing it with the world. Like, just the idea of it, it was really cool. So I just decided to do a YouTube channel with 10 years. Which is kind of unique, I believe. When I was like around 10 and 13 years old, I was obsessed, like I'm talking like really obsessed with Japanese culture. Like, I watched so many goddamn animes, and as you can see there are still a few mangas right here. So I was just obsessed with Japanese culture. It was like so interesting to me. And I also listened to J-pop, which is, well, Japanese pop, or Japanese music overall. I listened to that. But when I turned 14, this whole obsession with Japanese culture kinda dumped down, so that right now I'm not really obsessed with it anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's a very interesting culture, but it's just, I'm now interested in more than that culture. That's what I'm trying to say here. I actually used to make music, like proper music, around 2 years ago or something. It was pretty much just remixes of gaming soundtracks. I think my SoundCloud page should still be up, so you can check it out in the description if you want to. I can show you a little piece of a song right now. I used to be addicted to Minecraft. Like, I'm pretty sure that the total time that I played Minecraft is at least over 600 hours. Like, I've played so much Minecraft in my entire goddamn life. It's seriously scary. But the thing is, I've never actually paid for it. Never in my life have I ever bought Minecraft. All those hours that I spent playing Minecraft was either on a cracked version or on a friend's account, but I never actually bought it. And I'm also pretty sure that it's my most played game ever. So yeah, that's kind of funny actually. Kids, don't pirate your games. Buy them. I love TV series, actually more than I love movies. And my favorite TV series are Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, and Rick and Morty. I love Breaking Bad because it just takes the reality of things, like a real scenario, and it pushes it to the boundary, like to things that aren't really believable anymore, but still seem kind of real, like they could actually happen. It seems like the series just it plays with reality, and I love things like that. And yeah, The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead because of the amazing cinematography. I don't think that's something a lot of you guys realize, but I love The Walking Dead because of the cinematography. Just whenever you watch the series, try to pay attention to how the camera is placed and everything. Once you start noticing that, it's really good, trust me. And yeah, Rick and Morty kind of falls out of the line. I just like it because it's funny. I don't drink alcohol. I've never drunk alcohol in my life, and I don't intend on doing so. In my opinion, there are 3 reasons why you would drink alcohol. Number 1, it tastes good. Number 2, it helps you have fun on parties or something. Or number 3, bandwagoning and peer pressure. Now, I don't like alcohol. It tastes horrible in my opinion. I'd much rather take a Coke anytime. Like, you hear a lot of people praising German beer. It tastes it's horrible. Like I can't drink alcohol. I just hate the taste of it. Just give me a goddamn Coke or a Sprite or whatever, and I'll enjoy that a lot more than like any alcoholic drink. And yeah, if you need to drink alcohol in order to have fun on parties or fun at all, I kind of think you have a problem. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But I don't need alcohol to have fun. I can have fun without it. So yeah, and yeah, then there are some people that drink it because of peer pressure, and it's whatever. But the main reason why I don't drink alcohol is because I live after a principle that I call productivity is priority. And drinking alcohol, it just ruins your whole productivity. You can't be productive at all if you are under the influence of alcohol. So yeah, that's pretty much the main reason why I don't drink it. I've been subbed to PewDiePie since 2012. That's around the time when he started his Happy Wheels Let's Play. That's how I found him, at least. And I've watched him ever since. I'm still subbed to him, and I've watched most of his videos, like not the longer playthroughs. I don't really watch those too much. But yeah, most of the videos he's uploaded since 2012, I've watched him, and I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a fan of his work. He's pretty funny, and I like his videos. The first gaming console I ever played anything on was a Game Boy. Like just the normal grey, chunky, heavy Game Boy. But it wasn't actually mine, it was the one from my mom. The first gaming console I've ever owned was a PlayStation 1. And the games I played the most on it were, what I remember, Driver 2 and Rayman 2. Man, those games were fantastic. Like, there are so many memories hanging on those games. Especially Driver 2, it was way ahead of its time, so yeah, it was a great time. Coming home from kindergarten and booting up that PlayStation 1. Ah man, things were so much easier back then. And for a final fact, here's a little German history. After the Second World War, Germany was divided in two parts, the eastern and the western part. And those two parts were divided by a wall called the Berlin Wall. And it pretty much meant that people from the eastern part couldn't get to the western part and vice versa. But in 1989, the people were just sick of that bullshit and broke that wall down. And here's the thing, my mom originates from the eastern part and my dad from the western part. And after the fall of the Berlin Wall, my mom went to the western part and met my dad in a bar where he was a waiter. So yeah, the thing is, if the fall of the Berlin Wall would have never happened, say it would still stand there and the people wouldn't have had the courage to break that shit down, then I wouldn't be here. Which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Those were 10 facts about myself. I hope you liked this video. I know it was a little bit different. I don't really know if we're gonna do these again. Tell me if it was okay. I know this wasn't really a normal vlog, but yeah, I hope that's fine. And I'll catch you tomorrow.